Well, good evening. Good evening and welcome. How lovely to see so many of you here already. Just welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for our week ahead. And that's for the dates 29th of October to the 4th of November. November already. What happened? Well, actually, what happened to the year? Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm so thrilled to see all of you. And actually, one of you mentioned, AMD, you mentioned about the transcript. For those of you that find the live chat goes too fast. If you click on transcript, you'll get what I'm saying, you'll get what the chat is saying, and it will all be there to follow at your own pace. So thanks for that tip. Hello from Portugal. Hello from Portugal. How's the weather there? We're still really hot and steamy and gozo. And that's not just the temperature. No, only joking. Unfortunately, nothing exciting like that. But how about you? What exciting, passionate things might unfold for you this week? Shall we have a look at what's unfolding in the coming week? And remember, that's what I wanted to talk about. Some of you will have seen that I put a poll post up this afternoon asking you whether you wanted a combination of astrology with tarot or just astrology. The interesting thing is it's virtually 50-50. Sometimes it goes a little bit up to everybody wants astrology, and sometimes it's the tarot. So I tell you what I think the best thing to do is a kind of gentle combination. Thank you, AMD. Screen and sound are perfect. See Me is saying both. You like the astrology and the tarot. I think I will probably keep it for the lives. So when it seems appropriate in a live, I will actually bring in the tarot. And I am going to do that today because I did promise you. And if you're not interested in the tarot, I really won't be offended if you tune out before the end of this video, because at the end, after I've done the astrological energies for the week ahead, what I will do is, like I did last week, I will look at a card for the fire signs. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I will look at a card for earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And finally, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, my oceans of emotions. Let me see what you're saying here. Please do dove into gods and goddesses and asteroids. Well, if they're coming up today, I will. And I will bring more of the mythology in. And there's nothing probably particularly today that I can bring in that is bringing in that kind of mythological edge. But it will evolve and it will come up. And I'll have a look. I've done a chart for midnight tonight, or rather midnight on the tonight, so that we can see what's happening for the week ahead. So let's look first of all at the astrology of today, because the moon is in Taurus. So Taurus, of course, is an earth sign and fixed. So you may find, if your day is just beginning, that you're a bit stubborn about things today, or a bit fixed, or a bit kind of like, we do it my way or the highway. And the moon in Taurus, did you see the eclipse last night? We saw it here. It's only a partial eclipse. It was awesome. Oh, and somebody is saying you love both astrology and tarot. I just have to, I'm not going to please everybody all of the time. I'm going to do what feels right in the moment. Because as you know, I work very intuitively and I channel my guides and I channel light teachers. So this is beings of light that have not incarnated into this current earth reality. So I will go intuitively with what feels right in the moment. And hopefully you will be happy with that. So today, the moon in Taurus waning gibbous. So we had the full moon partial lunar eclipse last night. Watch this. How does that work? Beings that have not incarnated. Well, the thing is, there are many galaxies, many solar systems, many forms of life that are frequency and energy and not physically in humanoid form of any description. And these light workers or light beings will connect with us here in our reality, on our wavelength, to give us information and teachings. For instance, you've all heard about Abraham and the information that is channeled by Abraham. Some of you may have heard about Seth and the Seth material that was channeled by a lady called Jane Roberts. These were physical entities that had never incarnated in this reality. They may have incarnated on their worlds, but not here. But they are so highly developed that what they are endeavoring to do, and I'm just tuning into that energy now, is they are endeavoring to help us all raise our vibrations and our energy to a level where we can all receive the teaching and the information that they wish to give us to help us live a better life in this physical reality. Let me have a look what some of you are saying. So, all right, some of you are having a private little chat. Some astrologers are just going overboard. How does that work? La, la, la. I don't no, you've lost me. I'm not sure what you're talking about in the live chat. If someone can fill me in, it would be absolutely amazing. And it's got absolutely nothing to do with the itsy bitsy tiny drop of whiskey I had before I started. Because remember, it is 6:07 in Gozo. And of course, we had the hour change last night in Europe. So my body says it's 7 o'clock in the evening, not 6 o'clock. So my body is winding down for bedtime. So this is how it rolls. This is how it rock and rolls. But let's look at Sunday, because otherwise I will not get through the week ahead. Taurus. The parts of the body that Taurus rules are the neck, the vocal cords, the throat, the thyroid gland, and if you wanted to have surgery today or had to have surgery of any form, this would be a very good day and it would go very well. So that's important to know because it is a Sunday. So the likelihood is that anyone that would have energy, would have, oh God, I can't think of the bloody word, would have an operation today, surgery today, it would actually be probably in the form of an emergency. So just know that you are looked after by the astrology today. So Mykonos, laugh out loud, drop of whiskey, that's cool. Yeah, I'm sorry, but there we go. Anyway, so this is a good day. This is a good day. Have you had a good day if you're in Europe? If you are in America, waking up ready to about to launch into Sunday, I think you will actually have a pretty cool day. Some of the energy we've got today is Mercury, our planet of communication, in Scorpio, the sign of the underworld, the sign of, deep, dark secrets, the sign of deep, dark thought, because remember, it's Mercury, is in opposition to retrograde Jupiter in Taurus. Now, retrograde Jupiter, our wonderful big boy of luck, opportunity, and expansion in Taurus, this would be a good day to have a discussion with people that you are close to, that you are perhaps involved with your finances. It would be a good day to have those kind of discussions, like how do we budget for next year, for example? What do we need to do? How do we look after our finances going forward? This would be a good day to have a challenging discussion about it and get some good results from it. The other thing today is that Mercury, our planet of communication, is conjunct Mars, our planet of energy, action, assertion, our god of war in Scorpio. Now, interestingly, Mars can also represent surgery in the sense of cutting. So it may be a good idea today, if you have to have some sort of surgery, and I'm really not projecting this onto you or suggesting it, it would be a good day to have that discussion about when, where, and how. So Mars, remember, also rules Scorpio. It co-rules with Pluto, our god of the underworld. And so we have this quite tight energy today, along with the waning moon in Taurus, which is sort of, if you like, supporting the need to talk about anything that is to do with your finances, also with your self-worth. That is something else that, let's see, what are you saying here, Jenny? You're saying really weird. You can see the live chat, but it won't let you see me and the live, just a black screen. Does anyone else have this problem? Maybe it's a problem with your internet. I'm seeing the image of me coming back on the screen. Someone else says you can't get a transcript. Sometimes the internet, oh, you've got it. Someone's got it. Your screen is black too. It just cut out. Sometimes it's the internet on a Sunday. I have no idea what's causing it, and I don't actually have any idea how to resolve it. I will move on to Tuesday, and let's hope it somehow resolves itself. Maybe there is a facility on your page looking at this video to ask for technical help from YouTube, because it must be something to do with live streaming, because it doesn't make sense. So, I mean, let me see you're experiencing a lag time. So it could actually be something to do with the Wi-Fi and the internet connection. And you've got a lot of buffering, Janice. Okay. So I'm sorry, there's not really much I can do about it, because it's yes, actually, you're right, AMD. Try shutting your device down. Also, if you shut down or close every other window that's open on your device, that gives you a keener course or stream to the live that you want to watch. Listen, I'll go on for those of you that can hear and see me, and we'll see if it resolves itself. But try going on your devices and closing down any other window that is open. So let's move on to Monday, because we've still got the moon in Taurus, and it's also another good day tomorrow, Monday the 30th, for surgery. So, Joyce, you've been waiting to get on for 45 minutes. Can you see and hear me? I hope so, because it's very strange if you can't. So let's move on. So that's all I want to say about Monday. Tuesday, the 31st. Well, we all know what the 31st is about. The 31st is about Halloween. It's All Hallows. And it's the time when the veils are thin between the kind of dimensions of the living and those that have passed. So this is a very good night in a sense, the 31st, to try and connect with loved ones that have passed. Talk to them, chat with them. They will hear you and they will respond. It may not be in the way that you expect. It may be through something you hear on the television. It may be something that you just randomly comes up on YouTube, but you will get a reply. Oh, so you seem to be okay now with your screen. That's good. Excellent. Let's move on to the fact that also on the 31st, Venus, our planet of relationship and love, in Virgo, which of course keeps it kind of under control, keeps it sort of in order, dotting the I's and crossing the T's, but it's trining Uranus that's retrograde in Taurus. And this means that actually on Tuesday, the 31st, you may get some interesting and nice surprises that come to you to do with your relationship. Or if you're single, you might suddenly find you get an unexpected offer. Somebody asks you out. As I say, an unexpected invite. So it actually looks as if Tuesday's energy is pretty good. But the moon on Tuesday is in Gemini. Remember, Gemini is about communication. It's still going to be waning gibbous. And, Gemini, when the moon's in Gemini, it rules shoulders, arms, hands, bronchial tubes, lungs. And if you want surgery or having surgery planned on Tuesday, it's a thumbs up. It's a good day. Listen, I can see in the chat, some of you are still having trouble with getting sound and vision in sync. What I can suggest is I will soldier on, and I suspect when you watch it on replay, it will be fine, because you will get the replay, because the replay is being recorded via YouTube. I think you'll find that will be fine. So don't feel you've got to struggle on if you can't see it clearly now. I will just go on. Even if it says there's no one there, I will continue until the end. And I'm just going to have a sip of water. And let's just think a minute about what could be the spanner in the works today, because I've just gone back to Sunday to see what the spanner in the works about what this is all about, because it could be that Mercury is conjunct Mars in Scorpio. And this is, I think, conflict. This is making things difficult. This Mercury, remember, is about communication. Mars is about kind of, well, I think I might just upset the apple cart. It's like, stuff this, I'm just going to do it. And, now what's this AMD is saying? Halloween 2021, you caught your husband talking to another woman. You'd heard some stuff about what happened 2 years ago. What about now? Well, AMD, I don't know if you're still with your husband or what happened about that, but maybe something will come back to you or you will find a way to resolve it. But I'm thinking actually about that full moon we had last night in Taurus, because I think you have to see that partial lunar eclipse as a game changer in your life. So you are, but not. Okay, yes, but no, but yes, but a little bit of this and a little bit that. I understand. I get you. So let's move on to Wednesday, because Wednesday, of course, I can't believe it, is the 1st of November. And this is celebrated as the kind of Day of the Dead, they talk about it here in Gozo, because November is a very holy month for the Catholic religion, especially in Gozo. And they all go to the cemeteries and pay homage to their loved ones who have passed. And the shops are full of bouquets of flowers that they buy and take to these cemeteries. It's kind of interesting and kind of a little bit, for me as an observer, it's a little bit morbid, because I know they are honoring something that's not there, because spirit will stay with them all the time. The spirit of the people who have passed, that are their loved ones, will be with them if they want them to be, and they won't be in that cemetery. In fact, spirit would be saying, why are you wasting your time going there when I'm at home with you, helping you cook a meal, helping you put your child to bed, my grandchild or my grandson or daughter? That's where they are. So November the 1st, the moon is still in Gemini. So there's a lot about communication. It's another good day for surgery. But let's move on also to the 2nd, because on the 2nd, the moon moves into the sign of Cancer, which of course is its home. And then it's still waning gibbous, but the focus in the body moves on to the stomach, the kind of mucus and mucosa, where we get that kind of nasal drip, which is horrible, that a lot of people suffer from. And it's the bronchial tubes, it's the lungs. And it's also still another good day for surgery. So, oh, Sarah, you're here late to the party. Listen, you haven't missed anything too serious. A lot of people have been having problems with connecting and seeing the live. And I'm saying, don't worry, it's being recorded. I will watch it back later and see if it's all kind of super smooth. And I suspect it is, because this kind of goes straight into the YouTube pot, if you like, and gets kind of, I don't know, converted or whatever it is it does to it. So the 2nd of November, as I said, we have the moon in Cancer. And then on Friday the 3rd, the moon will still be in Cancer and waning gibbous, still a good day for surgery, but the sun in Scorpio is in opposition to our wonderful planet of opportunity, luck, and just wonderful, grandiose kind of optimism, Jupiter. that, of course, is still retrograde in Taurus. And what's so lovely about this is that even though it's an opposition from the sun, there's something about this, it's inviting in. So the sun is inviting Jupiter in to dig down to the bottom of the well, the bottom of the pot represented by Scorpio, to actually find the gold within and allow the manifestation that can come from recognizing that. What's this? You're saying, if people have reincarnated, how is spirit helping me cook? Okay, let me explain. The soul of a person's body, you only have a small portion of your soul, which is enormous, or we can call it your spirit, that is actually part of your physical body. There have been many books written by an author called Michael Tomlinson, and there's another author who wrote Many Lives, Many Something, and he also talks about this. But the soul is able to split itself off into other incarnations. It's a very complex subject, and I think the person that I'm going to discuss this with in a two-way conversation on YouTube, and I'm going to talk to her about it. And if you're watching, Julie Paul, you know it's you. We need to discuss this because this is an important subject to discuss and help people be aware of how the soul functions, and that it is not just my soul in my body, it's all me, 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 me. It doesn't work like that. Part of your soul can be elsewhere doing other things. It's too big a subject, too complicated to describe in this live. But what I'm going to do is I'll put it